Hello, we're now inside Harmony Elementary, and I am going to tell you how I painted this fantastic mural for them in their art hallway. And it's going to be a long process, but I hope you stay with me until the end. This mural is 80 feet long by 9 feet high, and it is about the art of the schools. Hey guys, here I am at Harmony Academy. They changed their name. And so I am here painting the primer on the wall. The kids are walking past right now. They're going to classroom to classroom right now. Oops. So we're just going to be painting here for the next several months. I can show you the hallway now that the kids are gone. And so it's going to be down that whole entire hallway, down all the way down. And there's 7 of those that I'm going to be doing. So that gives you an idea of how long I'm going to be here. And this is just day one. Day one. Unfortunately, I can't paint while kids are here because little kids that touch stuff and little kids that like to mess with things. And I've been very quiet and the camera up close to my face because I am whispering. Whispering! Let's do this. Let's do that. How about that? I don't know if you can hear me or not. My microphone died because my crazy butt forgot to charge it. It was blinking at me, but I didn't know what that meant. It blinked and died. So we're gonna wait for this to dry. We're gonna put on another coat and we're gonna see you in a little bit. So let's get started on the first of the 7 murals. Now this mural is going to be starting from the advanced art all the way down to pre-K art. So the art teacher wanted to showcase pre-K art all the way up to advanced art. So I'm starting at the advanced art part. So I've already painted in my figures. Now I've painted them in using Vaspar paint, and this is a time lapse of me painting in the male figure. I've already painted in the female figure. I usually put in the backgrounds first, and then I kind of put in my details all the way through so I can kind of get a feel of how it's going to look, and then I start putting in my overlay figures. So you're going to see a running theme on my paintings where I put a black line around it and then I put a white line around everything. This came out pretty good. I really liked it. The kids really liked it. I wanted to showcase a lot of people, so all of the murals that you'll see in this series will have people in it. And I make my own people, so I have software to make people. I don't use real people anymore. I used to, but now I just make people in software. So this is a close-up. So I have butterflies, I have flowers, and this is going to go into an ocean and to a gallery. So it's going to go into an art gallery. So now that I've got the people painted, let's start painting the art gallery. So next to the art gallery, it's going to go into like an ocean and the sun and clouds. I love painting clouds, but right now I'm painting the flow through from the ocean into the art gallery. So I have my island, I have flowers, I have clouds, and of course the sun. But that's going to just be the background wall where I'm painting in frames. And this is where the kids can hang up different pictures that they paint in the art gallery. And they can also stand here and take pictures with their artwork in the art gallery. So again, you see that I'm putting in the black lines and the white lines to kind of bring the color out. And I kind of call it a backwards coloring book. So what I do is I put down color and then I put the black lines and white lines on top to bring it all out and to stand out the details. I love painting clouds too, in case you don't notice in this entire series. So this whole series of murals is going to have the same running thing of ocean and water. And so that's why each one will have that ocean, water, sky. in each mural. So this is the first, I guess, third part of the mural. There's still 3 more pieces to go. So this is the advance. So now we're going to get into the middle intermediate art of the mural, and just a close-up of the details of the mural that I've finished. And I really like this part of the mural, and it's very interesting. It's got little pieces here and there. Of course, I hid things, ladybugs, of course, my husband's name, and different hidden things in it that I just, I love putting in all of my murals. Will have different hidden things that I hope the kids will go through and find. So now that I have that part finished, let's get to the middle intermediate. So this is supposed to represent like the 3rd grade to like 8th grade art. So it's going to be abstract art. It's going to show collages and buttons and string and flowers and different things that the kids use to make art. So the teacher wanted to showcase all of the different kinds of different art that he do, like collages, paper cutting, the different styles of art, from the pre-K kids drawings all the way up to what high school kids would have drawn. And so I also want to put in storybook stuff. So there's 3 blind mice, and there's octopus, and there's bugs and snakes and different things. So I took the inspiration from these paintings. These paintings were done by the children of the school. And so as you can see, there's different little things. There's the butterflies, there's this graphic black and white scratchy kind of art, there's flowers, and each one has this black line around it. And so that's what gave me the idea of putting black lines around everything. And of course there's people of these heads, and so that's gave me the people heads. And then of course they use different pieces of paper and torn paper, and they use buttons in their artwork. And so I just want to put all of that onto the wall. And so now I'm making the second half of the gallery, and now I'm putting in all the stuff that's up in the paintings that the kids did. So here I'm putting 3D elements and 2D elements. So I'm trying to make this look like cut paper and construction paper, and the little kids drawing. So I'm putting in buildings and trees, but I'm making it look like little kids did it. And there's stars, and then of course the flowers, and of course the string and yarn and buttons that's in the paintings that's above. And I'm doing it in the same style that the kids did it in their artwork up in the windows. And so that kind of matched the mural. And you'll see that I have the moon on one side, so it's nighttime on one side of the art gallery, and then it's daytime on the other side of the gallery. And it's supposed to look like down a hallway. And this actually messed me up because I was filming and ran into the wall. And so while I was filming, I actually bumped into the wall because I thought I was walking down a hallway. And it's just unnerving. But a lot of people thought it was a new hallway that the school had put in, because when you look down the main hallway, it looks like a whole nother wall. I was very proud of this, of course. So there's snails. As you can see, I've hidden a lot of things in the murals for the kids to find, because this is one of the main areas that the kids stand in, and I want them to stand there and look for stuff. So there are lots of things hidden for them to find. And of course, I put in all my little signature little things that you have to look real close to look and get. So I love these flowers, and I don't know what it is, but I've been painting a lot of flowers lately in cabooses and on different murals, and I really like painting these type of flowers, and I think they're going to become my niche. I do have to put them in other murals. And of course, they have their big window that you can look into the art room and see all the different art. And when I looked into the art room, I saw more art, and that inspired me with the little houses and trees, and those are starfish. So I put this white line around the construction paper, and I looked at it, and after a while, it just kind of bugged me because it seemed like it was too much. It was too much. And so later you'll see that I took it all, I went back and I took it all out. So now I'm into like the small kids art. So this is the little kid stuff. So this is from like pre-K to like second grade art. So I filled in all of the lines. So now you see the octopus and the grasshopper. People look at my art and they go, what the heck is that? I can see it. I can see that there's a ladybug there, and there's a grasshopper there, and there's water and flowers and trees and things. Oh, you can see a ladybug. Look at the ladybug. See, there's a ladybug. And things, and then people are just shocked when they come back next and there's stuff. And of course I had to have a mermaid and under the sea stuff, and just things for the kids to find while they're standing waiting in the hallway for it to go into a classroom. So there's the three blind mice. So I got one blind mice and another blind mice. They do not have knives for the cut off their tails. They all have their tails. And so there's the three blind mice and their little holes. And then of course there's grasshoppers and crickets and the snakes and the butterflies and the starfish. And there's of course a house with a moon, the goodnight moon poem. And then there's mountains and there's stars and the sun. I put headphones on for autistic children who has sound I don't know what to call it, but sensitive to sound. So I have those. There's fish, and there's swimming up rivers and lakes and ponds, and just all kinds of different things in this. So it goes from like little bitty kids. This looked like construction paper and little kids drawings, and it's the same drawing that's up above. So here we have the advanced art all the way down to the little kids art. Did that make sense? I hope I made it make sense, because that's what it's supposed to showcase. It's supposed to go showcase from pre-K art all the way up to advanced art. And there I am, all finished, standing next to it. So now you can see how tall it is and how big it is and how colorful it is. It is so bright and colorful, and I absolutely love it. And the kids haven't seen it, so this is going to be their first time seeing it. They're all at school now, out of school. So I started it when the last week of school. So now they're all in summer vacation. And this is just me showing off, saying, hey, look, I finished.